Hey yo, what up guys? Today I'm going to fix my broken tablet stand that I bought from Amazon, and I will be replacing the bottom part with a 3D printed PLA. I will be using PLA, and let's start by 3D modeling the image and then showing the Bambu Lab Studio slicer settings. Let's go. And I will be using SolidWorks 2025. I will fast forward this one and I will add some key points I would recommend. Although I make the model in exact dimensions with a little bit of tolerance, I'm using a digital caliper. And then regarding this feature, I normally use something like sketch like this, and then after that I'll just convert the entities. So once I want to make adjustment, I can adjust the sketch. So for this is just a simple repair, and my goal is functionality over the design. I think making it simple and functional is better than to make the design more difficult. So a simple clamp is okay, like this. Now let's head over to the Bamboo Studio, and then as you can see, I will tell you some information for beginners, since this part will be used as a clamp. The orientation uh, on printing is very important because it will help to make the part more sturdier and stronger. Even though I'm just only using PLA, Isan PLA Plus instead of PETG. And then as you can see, I turn on the time lapse. I added the layer. I will be using time lapse video, which I will show on the next part. But as you can see here, I added layers to make it stronger. The density changed to 40. Wall loops, I added wall loops, and then I just changed the internal infill design to rectilinear. You can also use other one, but if the part will be used as a clamp like this, a stronger infill design is more suitable, like gyroid or rectilinear. And then you can also change the prime tower if you don't want to be curvy, like have curved edges, and then you want to change the dimension. You can also use that. And overall, this layout is okay. The slicing setting is okay. I added tree support, and then it will took around less than initially if I use the gyroid infill, it will take 2 hours, and then I change it to rectilinear, which only saves a few minutes, 1 hour and 40 minutes, something like that, and we're good to go. The prime tower doesn't have much effect, but as you can see, I changes the dimension, so it's not going to be more larger and save some filaments. I also show here the time-lapse G-code, which you can pause the video. And since I haven't printed for a long time, it's best to turn on the auto bed leveling, and after that, for the next prints, I can turn it off. And yeah, here's the time-lapse video. I think everything is going smoothly. You can see the prime tower, and here's the finished print. The supports, and then I will just remove it. This is the parts of the clamp and make it thicker. And for sure, this one is stronger than the molded plastic part. And then I haven't checked my Z offset when using the support, but this is no problem, still functional. And then I can just remove these splinters, what do you call this one, the support, with just the nippers. Let's compare it side by side with the original part. For this replacement clamp, I printed it on its side instead of flat. The reason is strength. If I printed this part on the build plate, the layer lines would run across the clamp and would make the part much weaker where the stress is highest. And as you can see, since the orientation is sideways, the dimension on the hole is affected, and then it's not pushing through. But since I will be clamping it on a thicker table, I don't have problem with that. And then you can also adjust it to be more larger if you're printing on a different orientation. In that case, although I make adjustments and make it a little bit larger, I think it's not enough. I will just grab the rubber, this one. Since it's still sticky, I will just keep it. I don't mind the damaged part. And then I think this one looks okay. It's a little bit hard, but let's try to close it. If the force of the screw can push it more. And yes, it can. Maybe a little bit of trying it out to worn it out a little bit, to expand it a little. Now, as I said before, the print orientation trades convenience for durability, since this is exactly what I want for my clamp. This will be going constant pressure, so the orientation is the best way sideways. Best to print in sideways. Then let's try it out. Let's test this thing. And I think it's working great. Better than what I expected. As you can see, it can really clamp well. And since it's 2 times thicker than the original part that was broken, I think it will last longer. And even if it breaks or it grips, I can easily replace it with another 3D printed model. And I think that's one of the best perks of having a 3D printer. You can actually save money for parts replacements instead of buying a new one. So overall, functionality is great. The design is very simple and very fast to print. And yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe for our next YouTube videos. That's all. A peace.